For $10,999, you could be a proud owner of a 100 horsepower, 1,131 cc, 6-speed cruising beauty. Lemmy gave the Scout an enthusiastic review here at Common Tread. Magazines ranging from Motorcyclist in the United States to Motorcycle News in Britain named it the best cruiser of 2015, and it was generally acclaimed by even the most grumpy of journalists. Indian had a clear success on their hands. The bike drew on its deep American legacy, improved the balance of classic and modern aesthetics, and performed well at a competitive price. It's a platform Indian could build a new audience and updated brand around. Now, for 2016, they have released the Scout 60, a bike that looks, feels, and nearly matches specs of the Scout, but keeps $2,000 in the rider's pocket. The 60 runs $8,999, drops to 999 cc, 78 horsepower, 5 speeds, and fattens up by 4 pounds, 542 pound dry. The bike loses chrome finishes, but otherwise the Scout 60 and the Scout look nearly identical. At this price, if this bike was anything like last year's Scout, it was going to be a classic. It seemed too good to be true, so I had to ride it. Scouting Los Angeles, I spent a week in Los Angeles riding the hell out of the Scout 60. The basic goodness that Lemmy raved about when he reviewed the Scout also applies to the Scout 60. It's low and inviting. It makes you want to hop on. But it's not cramped. At 6 feet tall, I felt perfectly comfortable with the riding position. The bike's weight is held low and is finely balanced. I dusted off my lane-splitting skills and headed into the depths of downtown traffic. The Scout 60 handled it with ease, weaving in and out of traffic precisely and confidently. Moto journalist friends, please avert your eyes, but back in Chicago I commute in the city on a cruiser. Yes, I'm that Midwestern. I could commute on the Scout 60 with no problem. The controls are all well crafted and considered. The bike finds neutral with ease and is the smoothest transmission I've felt in a cruiser. It feels well built, a marriage of vintage looks with modern function, all the way down to the Smart starter button that perfectly cranks the engine despite how you press it. What I liked about the Scout 60 put this bike in first. Twist the shit out of the throttle. Wipe huge grin off face. The 60 may be dialed down, but this thing is still fast. Fun fast. And it feels fantastic at high RPMs, making it an absolute joy to rip around on. Along the Pacific Coast Highway, Mulholland Highway and Angeles Crest, the Scout 60 performed as well as I could imagine from a cruiser. I believe the technical term for this bike is zippy. That zippiness combined with its comfort at all RPMs gives the rider a feeling of confidence even in sloppy situations. Decide to pin the throttle to 8,000 RPM while in second gear coming off a turn. No problem. Having a bit too much fun on the PCH and worried that might be a cop ahead? Go ahead, drop back down to 30 miles per hour while still in 5th gear. No problem. I'm not the sharpest canyon carver, but I had to push to drag a peg, and that's a nice change from standard cruiser design. In normal conditions, I found the clearance to be great. Just tuck your ankles a bit and lean. Cleverly, when Indian crafted the Scout 60 down to a 5-speed, they removed 5th gear instead of 6th. So it cruises easily at highway speeds. I never found myself looking for another gear.